What up, FV, the hippie connection? Good morning. It is a beautiful fucking morning. No, not today. Ghost in the prison. What up? We still good. We still good. We waiting for two people. Two people. My special guests. I want to see if they're awake this morning. We were into it last night till about fucking 3 a.m. So I want to see it. So where the fuck's my people at? So let's see if we can get them to come on by this morning. Uh, I was rewatching the video on my uh, what do you call it side? My was it Facebook or Google? What you looking for the keys? Yeah, they're probably in there. Where you guys heading?
None of your business. Don't worry about it.
All right, dude. All right, dude. Oh, there was no drama, dude. No, none at all. There was a good looking thing on the screen. Nothing wrong with that. It's all good. It's on my Facebook website. Still up. I was looking at it this morning, going through the video, and then I don't know. It's saved over there, and on I gotta clip it, edit it. I actually gotta talk to the kid about that. I'm gonna throw it in iMovie, and then I'm gonna clip the end of it, and then repost the rest of the video. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like they don't want people talking about what needs to go on in the community, right? So the fact that you have auditors with cameras that don't want to start, they want to take your money and funnel it into their lawsuit, their bail money. They don't want to actually funnel it into what is an actual legal defense and fix a problem, right? Because that would destroy the government. And the government would be pissed because you keep talking about it. So if everybody gets together, puts the pool together, gets the money together for the lawyers, the federal lawyers that are going to take it to the Supreme Court, that solves your issue. There's no more standing there with the camera. The camera is not fixing anything. If you don't start pushing the cops off of your loved ones, they're going to continue to die. And if we don't start getting you the help that you need after you've been victimized by the system, and start taking shit to Supreme Court. I mean, sitting out there in a swamp is not fixing anything. Sitting out there on a couch is not fixing anything. Sitting in your house is not, that's not who gets it done. So all these people want to come on here and say they're essential to the movement. They're not. They can be done away with. At this point, you have to move to phase 2 and stop the e-bag and stop the fake I need money for fucking bail shit, because we've already bailed enough motherfuckers out, and people that have no cause, no reason to be on the internet at all, period. $450 for Supreme Court, and then that's the filing fee to get into Supreme Court. Now, after the Supreme Court ruling, then uh, you have to pay, right? You have to pay for everything that guy files, but he can also do it from his computer. Federal filings under Pacer dot whatever can be filed. It's a federal system, and you can file all the paperwork online of your lawsuit. Just upload documents, upload pictures, upload anything about the case. all the case documents get uploaded. You don't even have to set foot in court till it comes time to trial or the interrogatories. And the interrogatories, you can ask like 10 of them and just go back and forth. And that's how you prove your case, is through the interrogatories. And then by the time, but no, let's go back to how it is that these guys think they got it figured out with the camera, and they don't. That's what they're not telling you. The distraction is that they don't want you to know is that you need money, and you need money for Supreme Court, and that's it. You need 50 people, 50 lawyers in 50 states to all take your case. Smack dab in the middle of Alabama, California, New York, fucking Florida, anywhere that's in the, just centralized, the middle of South Dakota, or not just the biggest states, because we all know that the corruption happens everywhere. So after you put in the 450 filing fee in every fucking state for everybody's case, and everybody's paying into this system, then the money gets up to the lawyers, and all of a sudden things start changing for the rest of us, because the case precedent gets set. Not if everybody gets covered and if everybody gets a lawyer, all 50 states and all 50 fucking people and everybody that feels torn up. Dude, it's game on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, oh shit. Yeah, happy birthday. Um, it's like, at the end of the day, they don't want you on here talking about it, because they know it will be the game changer. Do you know what I'm saying? It pretty much ends it. It's like, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be great. At the end of the day, all these people are going to understand. Sorry, at the federal level, you can no longer do this, because in all 50 states you have representatives that represent actually the people. Once the lawyers are paid, that's half the battle. That's where we're lacking. We don't have the money to fight a 30-year drawn out battle. So everybody needs to pull their money now. You're already running out of money. So who are you pulling money from? Nobody knows how to save money, right? Nobody has any money. You look down into your pocket, you look down into your bank, you go, I don't have any money. This is impossible. The money has to come from the elite. It has to. The elite are who is responsible for this problem, because the elite and the businesses they're paying for us to get hurt. That's why BLM is so mad at businesses. They may be wrong and not justified in what they're doing, but at the same time, they have a good concept, bad follow through. But you look at George Floyd and you look at his attorneys, that's the one thing that he has going for himself. Going for himself. He's doing very good on that front. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Super sticker. I cannot see your super sticker, but if somebody else can tell me, um, wow. Sounds like FTP. Yeah, it's FTP, man. What is a birthday cake? Oh, thank you. Well, it's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to. But look, the government doesn't want you to know what will bring them to their knees quicker than anything else. The federal system, as we all know it. Look, he paid $50,000 bail, and he got nothing for it. He didn't even file a lawsuit. So everybody put their money into something that was basically a waste. One person that's never going to file that federal lawsuit. We need people that, when they say they're going to file a federal lawsuit, they actually do it. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is great. I just can't see it because I'm on the StreamYard side of things. If is it a pretty cake? Is how many candles does it have on it? Oh, it's probably all confetti cake, like confetti cake. I had that one year. Maybe we should go bake a confetti cake today. That's what I'm thinking. Uh, my head is on straight. It's just you have to um. There's only one candle. I need. Oh, an MMP video says 106 candles. Yes, yes. Um. Okay, so no plugging the channel, right? You guys can all plug your own channels in the chat, right? Me, do not plug my channel. And here's why. Because it doesn't help the cause. Okay? I know it seems like it does, and but it doesn't. You have to know that the case does have merits going forward. And I encourage that. These lawyers know which cases have merits. So by the time that they go in front of the federal lawyer in each state, that federal lawyer, your person that gets wrongly killed, wrong death, wrong whatever it is, goes to the lawyer and he gets the help he needs. And it's free. You don't have to pay anything. If the lawyer decides your case has merit, let's go forward with it. And that's that. There's nothing more to it. If you feel wronged and it's wrong to you, then I think you have the right to sit down with a lawyer for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. If you have all your paperwork, if you have your USC 44 1983 paperwork, go get it filled out, go sign it, go send it to the lawyer. Do what you can and what you don't know. He's going to push it along. He's going to write his own up. And by the time it gets to him, he's going to rewrite what you wrote, and next thing you know, you're going to be on your way to a federal lawsuit. You're going to get what you want. And in the end, you may win. And if you win, the riches are going to you're not only going to help yourself, you're going to help everybody else in America. You're not going to be sitting on YouTube going, I want to be divided. I can't solve anything by myself. You're going to feel like you actually did something. So that local GoFundMe, it's useless. Without our rights, we have nothing. With bad judges and crooked cops, we have nothing. So it's time that you make the judges see there are cases with merit. When you get shot in the back, when you have to beat their qualified immunity. Once you get past their qualified immunity, the case is a go. The James Freeman case, it's a go, dude. It doesn't even needs no explanation. It's that kind of case. They know they fucked up. Pull the facts and the video footage and let's go. Get on with it. There's nothing more to do. What's there to talk about? You don't have to go visit lawyers. You don't have to call lawyers across the country. You have lawyers calling you. They're like, I want to take your case. And no, this is not what I'm saying. Is federal lawyers are not going to call you up and say they want to take their case. They're very busy. So you have to be proactive in the lawyer. You have to have a federal lawyer on standby. You need to put money into the fund early. You can't do it for yourself. If you're going to set a retirement aside, you need to be setting a legal fund aside for when something happens to you. That's the bottom line. And it should benefit you when you need it. But it should also benefit everybody in America, which that process seems so far fetched. But then when you look at it, the government does it for themselves. We pay the government an absorbent amount of money and we get shit on every day. How many days are you going to let them shit on your head, bro? Go at them, file the lawsuits, file the federal lawsuits, file in federal court. It will quit. Stick up for the people that are in prison, that are being left without medical care, your loved ones. They're killing your loved ones in prisons. People where other people are, killing each other in the prisons. The cases that are egregious by anybody's standpoint, and egregious is a big word. That is the biggest word. Were your actions egregious when you violated my client's rights? Huge. Take it and fucking run with it, bro. People can't help you out because we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to say the big words on YouTube. We're not allowed to act like attorneys. We're not allowed to put it like an attorney would put it. We're not allowed to tell you how to win. So what I'm telling you is how to win is hire that federal attorney. Your job is done. You've done all that you can do. There is no point to make peace with these people. There's no point to love them or love one another. There is no one love. Show these motherfuckers what it's really all about. Bring your A game. Everybody go to your federal courthouse. Grab your USC 44 1983 packet. It is free. Just type in federal courthouse on your cell phone and let's get it going. Dude, what are we waiting for? There's nothing else to change. There's nothing you're going to change with the camera. You can stand out there all day long, freeze your ass off. It isn't going to help. You can hate me for it. You can hate me for what I'm saying. You can document whatever the fuck you want. You can prove your point that it was the way you said it. But if you don't follow through with the USC 44 1983, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, bro, you're weak. You're weak. You're all fucking weak. Now I want to build you up so that you're ready to go when this shit happens to you. When you get your fucking felony, when you're facing 40 fucking years and you say, "You know what, dude? I can't do this, bro. I can't do 40 years." Then you better learn how to keep the pressure off you, which is with a federal lawsuit. It keeps it off you. You know what I'm saying? It fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the fucking day, it matters. You're not, you only have so much time to say this. And it seems like every time you say the message of how to fix the position we're in, people get mad, right? And they get angry and they, oh, I'm better than this, I'm better than you, I'm this and I'm that, and I got more money than you, and bro, I'm just one guy, I'm a poor guy just like the rest of you. I have nothing. I don't ask you for anything. The point is you have to ask it for yourself. If it's something that you need, your state needs, if you don't need it, then quit going out and filming. And why do I say this? Get your ass you can't just sit there and get victimized over and over and over again and never file any lawsuits. You're the one being slammed on the ground. You're the one where your camera equipment is being stolen. Now what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit there and film some more and be like, oh, no big deal, my $1,000 iPhone's gone? If that's all you're going to do, guess what you're going to do? You're going to give away all your kids' school money, you're going to give away your kids' future, and you're going to give all your money to the government. Now, the USC, the filing fee is $450. Who doesn't have $450? I guarantee you, if you look around your house, you got $450 to pawn. If everybody goes to the local pawn shop, take $20 for this, $20 for that, you got your filing fee. You have no excuses. I've already filed my own shit. Burgess versus City of Sioux Falls. It's all right fucking there. You want to go read a lawsuit, a good lawsuit? Go fucking read one. It's not good. It was written up by me. If I would have had an attorney, I would have won. That would have been six figures. Now we're on to the Freeman shit. Tell me if I put six figures in the bank. Because I guarantee you, you will not shut me up to say I didn't collect six figures. And when I collect that six figures, I guarantee you there's a fund. And that's the first $100,000 in that fucking pot. not for just one person. I will get behind anybody that has their rights violated clearly on the dash cam, clearly on your camera, clearly on, dude, prove it, and we got a case, and we're taking it in your state. That's it. The money's there. The money is not there when people don't put the money back into fighting the system. So get the money out, right? Once you have the money, the first 100, 200, 300, 400,000. Look, per case it's going to cost you 300,000. They think that they can bury you in paperwork. That's the idea. That you're going to be sitting there for hours filing paperwork. I'm telling you, file the motions, file them in advance. You always meet your deadlines. It's simple shit. If I can do it, any fucking it's so easy. Even a caveman can do it. It's like you can go into federal court. You already know when your deadlines are because you're the one that filed it. That's the thing about being on top. And in the lawsuit world, if you're on top of your filings, you don't get backed up. You're making your motions. Your what's it called? Your um, deadlines. You're filing what you need to file for anticipation of their attack. But with a federal lawyer, you don't got to do that no more. So you give a call up to somebody that's got 100 grand from a lawsuit sitting around. A lot of people don't want to give money away. You know what I'm saying right now? They're like 100 grand, that's too much. Well, if you watch a little guy like me hand 100 grand away like it was nothing, would you then see that the cause was just because the guy himself is so fucking poor and willing to live in a cardboard fucking box? But to give $1,000 or 100,000 to the community, you would then say the cause is good. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. Hey man, it's like the money that we're on, the 100,000, it's nothing compared to the piles of times you're going to be in court for what the camera people started. The reason you're at court is because Otto drug you into it. He said, everybody come over here, and everybody followed him, and everybody got in trouble. One by one by one. By one little piece of sidewalk chalk. And do you know what I see? Nobody has invested a fucking red cent in lawyers. You have only given Otto money. You've only given people money for a new house. You've given them bail money. You didn't even scratch the surface on their hiring them an attorney, which they desperately need. They needed that. They needed to quit smoking, quit drinking, stop eating so goddamn much, and you need to leave their ass in jail. That's actually what needs to happen. And you need to file that federal lawsuit for them, which I have seen people in the community file federal lawsuits, and they always think they can do it themselves. And so they get on here and they're like, I'm filing a lawsuit. I'm filing a lawsuit. Boy, you heard Autotron, I don't know how many times. I'm filing a lawsuit. And you know what? He never accomplished shit. He sat in that law library until he became unhomeless. Then he wasn't in the law library anymore. He only went to the law library because he was homeless. Do you know what I'm saying? So if a guy acts smart, gets himself out of the elements, all he wants is his one lawsuit. If you gave him a lawyer, he'd have money. He'd have a new house. He'd sue that lawyer for all the money that he needed to go get a house, an apartment. And he would say, well, dude, the cops took all my stuff. They raided my shit. You know, I know a story. It's like, oh, they keep messing with me. They keep messing with me. Well, what if the cops didn't mess with you anymore? What if you actually helped the United States of America stop doing what it is they're doing and you bankrupted the system? You can't do it. If look, if you keep thinking that $100,000 is a lot of money, you're never going to get there. Exactly. You don't have any. What's up, Liberty Freak? At some point, it isn't about pleasing people. It isn't about I tell you what you want to hear anymore. It's about what you're going to listen to. You can't stop the message. There's nothing you can do. You might as well go home, pack your bags. You lost. Dude. From here on out, I could do the show alone. At this point, there's no purpose to have a second opinion. There's no purpose for me to listen to you because you have nothing good to say. The good to say is filing the lawsuits, pushing the paperwork, not sitting in a van, not getting anything done. If your home's down by the river, you didn't really do good for yourself, did you? You really didn't. I'm just wondering when you're going to wake up and see it. I'm not saying you're not smart, but what I am saying is if you're as smart as you claim to be, then why are they not paying? Right? Why are they not paying? That's really what I want to know. At some point you're going to have to come to the relationship the realization that the Supreme Court is the only way to go. If you don't go walk into that courthouse and get up off the couch even though you're missing an arm or a leg because the cops came in and shot your family members, come on, dude. Get it done. Well, people say the lawyers are crooked. They say the system is crooked, but the manipulation of mind fucking someone in the federal court system is where it's at. If I make you work so hard at your desk job, if I file so much paperwork, and you have to see me at your office every day, even online, you're filing your stuff electronically. These judges don't want to see you no more. You're gonna have to start doing stuff online. No, there's look, you appeal to the Supreme Court. That's what you do. All right, I got to show you guys something. It's my birthday.
They forgot a purple balloon. Come on.
It's time for me to eat some cake. I guess I gotta eat some more. All right, guys, and then we get back to federal court because our whole lives have to be tied up in federal court because nobody lands. So it is what it is. We can't honestly. What is the dollar bill worth? Nothing without freedom. Keep that in mind. Yes. The notice or the letter of intent has already been filed. So, but it is still under appeal. The one charge. So it is what it is. But I was saying that to somebody last night, and there was a big long talk. It was pretty good, and what needs to happen is they need to be held accountable in this court so that other people can have their attorneys. And I guarantee you, my attorney gets a new truck out the deal. You know, that I wouldn't have it any other way. If a lawyer's going to represent me to the fullest, then I'm going to back him to the fullest so that he can get himself to and back from federal court. No matter what, you're taken care of. If you're my lawyer, it means the world to me. I mean, I don't know if dude listens, but at the end of the day, I do trust. I trust in that people are going to make it right. I don't need just some random to make it right. I need the person and I need it now. There's so many times that I couldn't get it made right. At what point do you want to make it right? And in the middle of your life, you want it right. You want your life to be right. You want your house and your financial orders to be in order. And if they're not in order and they're not doing what's right, then I mean the most I can say is my lawyer's going to have the best of the best. All right, I'm buyer. I'm done. You might choose something for you. Right, James? They see this is the thing is we don't trust the system, right? And this is the finding the federal lawyers and holding them accountable and maybe that is a different side to go look at is who's letting you down. But is it are they letting you down because you didn't pay them? You didn't pay them enough? Do you know what I'm saying? I see the quickness. Correct, because there's no money. But at the end of the day, if somebody financially backed you, would you take the attorney? Would you take the federal attorney that said you have a case? You probably don't have a case if you were on the sidewalk doing something illegal. But if you're doing a constitutionally protected act, you're probably okay. Now, those that are guilty have no leg to stand on, right? But those that have been persecuted for things they did not do, which we know going way back that did happen. That's the thing. Many people have done time for stuff they have never done. So for the ones that are truly innocent, those are the ones that need help for sure. Yeah, it's your duty. No lawyer has no duty to you. His first duty is to the court. Correct. They all work for the bar association. If and when they fuck up your case, after saying they're going to take a case, after saying they're going to represent you and do the right thing, dude, end them, terminate them. Your contract's terminated. But when you get a free one, you never get, see, nobody knows what it's like to get a paid attorney because nobody in this room has any money. None of them. They're all broke. They don't. Oh, I have a house. I have a nice house. That doesn't mean you have money. You spent all your money on your house. You spent all your money on your car. I'm sorry, bro. That's like when you go into Jeff's room. He's like, well, you gave me 120, but it's in this other currency. It's not good enough for me. I need a little bit more because you didn't give me enough and I'm not happy about it. Right? It's it's that down talking to your own people saying that it's not enough. And I need more. So there is that in there. It's like I play games with my audience so that you understand how important it is, so that I give you a definition. All right, sing it one more time. You didn't even sing the whole song.
The moment is lost, man. Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, there's my happy birthday song. Paper does nothing for you. You would be better off with bartering with an attorney at this point, going, you're going to work on the I'll pay you when I win system. Then it works. Anybody can tell you that they're making change and make no change. Anybody can BS you. And that's kind of the problem. A lot of these cases are taken on a pro bono case. You don't have to pay him nothing but the filing fee. Get your lawyer the filing fee. Go to the federal thing. I'll pay the filing fee. Offer up whatever you can at the time. If he's into it, he's into it. If not, but I'm not saying do that. I'm saying get yourself a registered AAA lawyer in whatever state you're in. I'm talking they have to do murder, rape, anything under the federal system. They have to do federal, state. You need a guy that's been in law school so long that there's no fail. He can case quote off the top of his head. He'll be fine. And what if you had people that paid for that car and that rent for that lawyer? You're like, that's too much money to pay for an attorney. That's the point. It's like Better Call Saul moment. You end up on the bottom of the barrel and you're pissed off at life because you can't afford it. But what if I won or someone else won and put the money to the pool and you were able to draw off that pool immediately and you had everything you ever wanted? And you just pretend in a world where the money works for you and you win the cases, but it doesn't work for guilty people. It's not going to work for the ones that are guilty and don't have merit to your case. So you got to look at your case. You got to stand back. You got to let the lawyer look at it. Does it have merit? Otherwise, can't go with it. Interesting that Philip Turner did accomplish his victory in the Fifth Circuit as a college student. Other can't. When people say, "What are you going to do now?" I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the fruits of my labor. But at the same time, I'm going to share. Well, if you win, you share. If you win, you do for others. You can look like you dress like a hobo. But if you're rich on the inside, you're good to go for life. You don't ever, what do you need to work for a day in your life? You don't. You just need to help. I think people can pretend all day long that holding the camera, getting slammed on the ground with a gun on your hip is probably not the smartest thing in the world. And at the end of the day, if you go on that presumption that you don't need a lawyer, because I guarantee you he needed help. And if nobody makes the phone calls, that is the help that they need. I think there are people in the community that are very grateful for all of your calls. I just wonder if they know that what they're doing now has to transition to the courts or the federal courts, and you have to win. If you're out of jail, then why aren't you filing a federal lawsuit? Why are you still sitting on YouTube? File the lawsuit and win it. And I sit here, I don't ask for help. I don't get help. I have to do it for myself. Nobody else will do it for me. It took my feet to walk me into the federal courthouse. And it will take my feet to walk in there again and collect my money or my check. Do you know what I'm saying? It will take a lot of painstaking aggravation. But through it all, is it going to be worth it? No, but it might put money into a future fund for people further on down the road. It may set up your own foundation. It may set up your own nonprofit later on down the road, which a nonprofit is a 301 301 no, it's 301c3 or something, or a C3 301c. I think it's a 301c or something. Or it's kind of weird the way the tax code reads, but if you go in and just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You do nothing without being backed, and you don't have to pay taxes on a 30, a C3 corporation or whatever. So it is what it is. You just put the money into where it's not going to be taxed. Put them free. It's giveaway. It's a free giveaway. Is there anything better than free? If I take that money and I spend it on worthless shit that's just going to break down tomorrow, what am I going to have? Nothing. 501c3. Did I say 301? God, I was off by 2. 501c3. Five. You know, I know. Yeah, I know you know this. Anyways, this is very important stuff. People don't know what a 501c3 is. They don't know. You have to tell them. You have to understand when they get that money, they don't have to go piss it away and keep wasting money on stupid shit, stupid houses and shit that the government gets to take back and keep. Please spend it on a fund for you, for your family, for the lawyers. Give some to the lawyer so he's on retainer. Next time you need him or a family member needs him, you will then save your estate. You will then save everything you have through that. You'll be like, no, I'll just be broke. You may be broke, but the richest person on the inside, you may be able to roam the earth the way you so choose.
Very sweet, huh?
Yeah, if the Supreme Court it will not do it, that yes, they are treasonous.
No, that's red frosting.
There's no, if you don't go against it now, when is the time? If you don't see it, if I don't do it, then it's too late for my next generation. Look, I have nothing to begin with, guys. So family is something, but your rights are something too. You can worry about your family, but if you're really truly worried about your family, you're going to go invest in a good federal attorney at this point. And you're not going to chance your freedom for chalking on the sidewalk. You're not going to do that. You're going to you're going to come out on top. Like I said, it's not important what I owe. It's important the message that I give you to give you the helping hand out of the bucket. If there's a bunch of crabs in the bucket and they're all trying to get out, do you help them out or do you just step on their head on the way out? Many have to go. Some have to go to court. I would just say make sure it's federal court. I hope that your court turns out okay. Those that are doing right and are not followers, not seeking the attention, you'll seek the riches. You'll get the riches because you're doing the right thing. You guys have a good day, man.